An old man entered the room and gave a glass of water to a girl. When he looked at her carefully, he said, "My daughter." The girl, startled, said, "Dad, what are you doing here?" The father replied, "I work here." The girl said, "You work here?" The father said, "Yes, but how did you come here?" The girl said, "I came here for an interview." The father said, "That's great news." The girl said, "What's so great about it? When my friends find out that my father works here, I'll be so embarrassed." The father said, "I won't tell anyone. And one more thing, if you want, I can recommend you to my boss. She's a very good boss." The girl angrily said, "Don't recommend me. Just don't tell anyone that you are my father, otherwise I'll be humiliated." The father, worried, said, "Okay, I'm leaving." The girl angrily said, "Go, go." After that, the boss entered her room to conduct the interview. The girl greeted her. Then the girl handed her file to the boss, and the boss looked at it and said, "Your qualifications are very good, and I want to ask you some personal questions." The girl said, "Go ahead." The boss asked, "Tell me, who is in your family?" The girl said, "My father and I." The boss asked, "What does your father do?" The girl said, "My father works as a manager in another company." The boss asked, "Then why didn't you join your father's company?" The girl said, "If I work in my father's company, his name will be glorified there. That's why I want to work in another company on my own merit, and I'm confident I'll get a job here." The boss said, "Your father must be a good man. You must be proud of him." The girl said, "Yes, I am very proud of my father." Then the boss said, "Well, your interview is complete. Sorry, but I cannot hire you here." The girl said, "Why are you rejecting me?" The boss said, "I am rejecting you because of your mindset." The girl said, "I don't understand." The boss said, "I mean to say that I saw you talking harshly to your father. Actually, when you were talking harshly to your father, I happened to overhear the conversation. I thought, oh, this is her father, but why is she talking to him so harshly?" Then the boss said, "Why did you lie to me that your father is a manager? Do you know that your father worked his whole life in my company and all for you? But you talk to him so harshly, and you are ashamed to acknowledge him as your father, fearing humiliation in front of others." At that moment, the girl's father entered the room and said without being asked, "I apologize for intruding," and said to the boss, "Boss, this is my daughter. She's very capable and is the most educated in our family. Please hire her. She will do all the work." Then the boss said to the girl, "Look how much your father loves you, but you talk to him so harshly. You should apologize to your father." Then the daughter said to her father, "Forgive me. I have been very rude to you, but it won't happen again." The father said, "It's okay, my daughter." Then the boss said to the girl, "Start coming to the company from tomorrow." The girl happily said, "Thank you, boss." The boss said, "I'm giving you this job not because of your qualifications, but because of your father." The girl said, "Okay." The boss said, "All right, you may leave now." Then the girl left, and the father also left with her. A like is deserved for the boss who gave the girl the job after she became obedient to her father.